Right then, this is a quick walk around video, and often overstated when someone says a remarkable car, but it really is this one. This is a Honda Accord 2-litre ES GT manual, 2011 registered car, as you can see, but the car's covered just 18,800 miles. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. So it's not, as I say in the following road test video, it's not even run in yet. It genuinely isn't. But the car is in lovely condition. Obviously it's 11 years old. There will be the odd minor little mark on the car, but they are very few and far between, I have to say. The front of the car, lights and lenses, they're absolutely clear and intact. Bonnet of the vehicle, I can't see a stone chip on there. It's absolutely fantastic. Near side of the car, no indentations that I can see at all. No sort of car parking dinks. Near side front alloy, very good generally, just the odd light mark on there. And then coming down the main panels on the passenger side. It is a bit early in the morning, so I apologise, it's not the best light, but it's not a lot of wind, which is the most important part. Near side rear alloy, again, really clean. And coming around the back of the car, again, all very clean and tidy. The only obvious mark, there's going to be something else, I'm sure. Just here, there's a tiny bit of compression where obviously it must have just pushed against something, but that's it. I mean, it could take about 10 minutes to improve that, but I want to show it exactly as it is because it's completely original. Offside, absolutely lovely and smooth in the panel work there. Offside rear alloy, again, completely unmarked. Offside front alloy, again in beautiful condition. I mean, it really is remarkable. It's not new, but it is one of the cleanest, if not the cleanest Accord anywhere out there at the moment. It's coming into the boot area, huge boots on the cars, and it's been kept very nicely back here as well. Underneath here you have obviously inflation kits and all the tools are still there with the vehicle. So coming into the back of the car, and it's like a time warp. I mean, it just looks brand new back here. It's absolutely incredible. Into the front again. Looks as though it's just literally just rolled off the production line. It's just incredibly clean. And finally come to the driver's door. Again, absolutely fantastically clean. Same with the footwell areas. The driver's seat for an 11-year-old car. I mean, that is incredible. You always get the tiny bit of compression on the bolster, which is exactly what you'd expect to see, regardless of mileage, by the way. It's coming under the engine bay, as you'd expect of a Honda. It's just beautifully presented, absolutely beautifully. And what a joy to see an engine where you can actually see the engine without lots of plastic shrouds, and you've got kind of room around it to do whatever you need to do for basic maintenance or otherwise. But a superb piece of engineering. So inside the car now, as always, I have the engine running through this section so the dash can be seen illuminated. And again, the dashboard looks, I mean, it's a lovely dash design. It's aged absolutely brilliantly and it's been kept in just superb condition here. Come across the main dash binnacle. I love this style of dashboard on the Hondas of this vintage. It's just so easy and crisp to take the information in. If I pan in there for you, hopefully you can see 18,894 miles, and there are no warning lights on the car at all, of course. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and for an amazing car. This is a Honda Accord 2-litre ES GT, registered S011BZW, and with just 18,888 miles recorded. The reason we do all of our videos, by the way, including this one, is just to show the car in operation and to feedback on any obvious issues. We've been to see many cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs and descriptions, but only to get there and find out there's an obvious fault that shows up while driving, so that's why we do it.
So coming to this amazing vehicle, first and foremost, I stick my hand up straight away. I am massively biased. I love these cars. It's the main reason I bought the car. I think they are a truly brilliant car in their own right, but I couldn't miss the opportunity to buy this. It is amazing. Starting with the engine, which obviously starts instantly and settles to a completely smooth, even idle. No warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car, and temperature gauge is running at a third, which is exactly where it's meant to be on a Honda vehicle. But they are glorious engines, so smooth. The lack of vibration coming back is much more like a 6-cylinder engine than a 4-cylinder. They're tractable, they're very economical, they pull well, incredibly tough and long lasting. I mean, it's nowhere near run in yet. I mean, Honda used to say 30-40,000 miles before they were truly broken in. So this one isn't even there yet, and it's just such a lovely, lovely unit. It really is. Engine then feeds into the clutch and gearbox. As you're going to expect, the same with everything else in this video. Clutch feels like new. Bike point's exactly where it's meant to be, and it's lovely and smooth in operation. And then you come to this simply brilliant gearbox. It's got that lovely Honda quality feel to it. The engagement is satisfying. It feels beautifully engineered. It's just so slick and kind of oily in the way it goes about its business. Just perfection, absolute perfection. And then we come to what I think is, probably my favourite part of the car, the chassis and the steering. Steering, by the way, to get the normal stuff out of the way, tracks dead straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. But given the fact that lots of manufacturers have struggled with electric power steering systems to make them feel good, to stop them, make them feel artificial, this is an early system, and it is absolutely brilliant. The weighting is perfection. It's accurate, it's precise, it works in absolute harmony with the chassis of the car. It's brilliant, because what I love about it, and a lot of people will think when they drive, I don't know what on earth he's talking about, but when you drive the car all speeds, it's completely reassuring. I've hustled these along, gone on track days, showing off customers' cars, and the weighting of the steering is so uniform throughout all of that. It doesn't get nervous, it doesn't feel slow. It's just a brilliant steering system, which, as I said, with the chassis itself, which was completely overlooked by the motoring press, or most of them at least anyway. It's a chassis of genius, it really is, because it gives you this really nicely damped ride. It's very well sorted. But when you go through the corners, again, the corner's very flat, but with total reassurance. It works all four wheels really nicely. Some cars are very kind of nose heavy, whereas this one, when you go through the corners, like the couple here sort of snake through, you just delicate on the helm, turn in, the car just flows it just doesn't feel flustered ever. It's genius, absolute genius. There's no knockings or rattling come from underneath the car. The whole car still has that as new feel to it. Helped obviously by the mileage, but everything about it just feels so tight. It's incredible. Just going to give the brakes a good shove when I get around this corner. Make sure no one's directly behind me. Really good brake pedal on the car. What I'm looking for is powerful and solid, which it clearly is. But there shouldn't be any kind of pulsing or vibrations at all, and there are none. And then finally to come inside, given the fact that the car has literally just been delivered to us, it's not been cleaned, it doesn't need cleaning. It is in absolutely astonishing condition in here. Beautifully put together, no squeaks, no rattles, and joy of joys, it's just a car where you just jump in and drive. You've got perfect driving position, a dashboard which is very well equipped, but unlike most modern cars where you need to spend about 3.5 weeks trying to fathom out how to get the fan speed up or find your radio station, this you just jump in and it is so straightforward. big, simple, easy to use radio, dual zone climate control system which pumps out ice cold air. Every button has that beautiful tactile feel the Honda give you, kind of a rubbery precision to them. And then this classic Honda dash design from its era. Big, bold, simple information imparted to you instantly without being over fussy in any way. And finally, this lovely leather-bound steering wheel, which is perfect in diameter, perfect in the sort of thickness of rim. It's an object lesson to modern manufacturers in how to do a car, even by today's standards. It is an absolute one-off. It really, really is. As I say in the advert, maybe in the walk-around section, I can't remember, we're not going to try and be the cheapest with it. We don't want to be the cheapest with it. That's not what it's all about. It's for someone like me who's enthusiastic about these cars, who knows they're buying a car that's going to last an eternity. But very high quality one. It drives perfectly. It drives absolutely as new, and I hate saying that because it's a complete cliche, but it's completely true in this case.